Oh my god. Kishimoto. Wow. Yeah, so Bleach nah, I'm about to say Bleach. Naruto chapter 599. One chapter away from being into his 600th chapter. And not a lot happened. The only thing, basically, this was just flashback fest. 14 pages of flashbacks. Yes, 14 pages of flashbacks with no dialogue, just the life of Obito. Everybody hates. It's basically a everybody hates Obito moment. That's what the whole flashback was. Just the everybody hates Obito moments. They showed us him going through Chunin exams. They show Guy kicking his ass not once but twice in the Chunin exam. That's just really sad. I mean, it's really like I didn't know the character that well, Obito that well, but I kind of liked him because, well, for one, he was actually the one that actually changed Kashi and made Kashi who he was today. That's why I kind of respected him for that. And, you know, he gave that little speech about if you don't follow the rules, you're trash. If um if you don't do help your friends or protect your friends, then you're worse than that. And I thought it was pretty cool. Like he had a good sacrifice. He gave Kakashi his eye. He had a good sacrifice, but he just did ultimately he had feelings for one of his teammates, but he was unable to tell that person that he loved her, and he always regretted that because he was killed in war, being crushed by a bunch of boulders. And then we find out that, well, since the very beginning, last week's chapter had to do with like Naruto using the Rasengan or the Biju. What was it? Is it Biju Bomb or the Rasengan? I'm not sure. He used either one of those to basically destroy Tobi's mask, and at the very last end of the chapter, we find out that it's Obito, and I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? I mean, I kind of knew because my friend, he like years prior to this, he's told me time and time again that Anthony, it's it's Obito, and he was fucking right, and I'm like, what the fuck, like, and I can't really be like, like, I'm not really upset about it. I'm just disappointed because it was too, it's like too obvious, It was kind of like, kind of like a letdown. I thought they were going to, I mean, they kind of built it up these past few chapters that kind of build it up to Obito being Toby and all that. But the one thing that really confuses me is just how he went from being crushed by boulders to attacking the village to manipulating the Mizukage at the time and to doing what he wants and stuff like that and causing bloodshed and war and all that stuff, and then come back later, years later, posing as some funny guy with a mask and just start claiming himself as being Madara, and it's just like the time frames it defies logic, which I can't really say. I mean, to be honest, there is no logic in anime sometimes. I mean, they have demons living inside people's bodies. They summon giant creatures. They jump from tree to tree with just by jumping. I mean, most people, they jump on a tree, they probably break it or die, I mean? So, I mean, it's like, there should be logic in this, but there's really no point in having logic in anime sometimes. I don't know. That's just me. I mean, Tootsie Roll. But one thing that really just confuses the hell out of me, how you survive. Like, Kishimoto needs to explain how that happened. And I don't really think Obito need a motive to do the stuff he did. Because a lot of villains, they don't have a motive for what they do. They just do it because they want to do it. At least what my theory is. My theory is that he hated Kakashi for always taking the spotlight. And he always kind of resented the village for him not being successful and becoming Hokage and all that stuff. I don't know, maybe he has something out for Minato, the fourth Hokage too. Because, I mean, he was the one that got him killed in the first place. So it's like, you know, what the hell? I didn't know he had, like, if this is all him, and he's just building up his resentment towards the village, towards Kakashi, and towards everybody else, and it was Naruto, you know, and his own clan. I mean, I don't know what happened. He could be a part of Zetsu. That's why he's able to, like, regenerate his arm, because every time I would see the anime, every time he gets his arm cut off, there would be, like, this, like, white ooze that comes out of it. And I'm like, is he... I mean, that alone makes me question how is this Obito and how this is even possible. But this chapter is a really easy read. You don't have to, like... Matter of fact, you don't have to read it. All you're doing is just looking. All you're doing is looking. You gotta read nothing. And once you read the end, you just be like, what the fuck? You already know who Toby's gonna be by reading the first page of the chapter. That's how it is. And it's like, why? I don't know what's going through Kishimoto's head. Yes, I know Kishimoto has done Naruto very well in the beginning. If Shippuden, I mean, he kind of went, when Shippuden came out. I'm not really sure if Shippuden was what led to Kishimoto's downfall. I'm not 100% sure, because people did like Naruto Shippuden as well. I mean, I'm sure it has ups and downs and all that stuff, but, you know, as soon as it got to the war, that's when it started getting bad. Kind of like with Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail was at its height. Sure had, like, his old bullshit moments where, like, friendship and all that bullshit came up, but overall, it became alright until the Tenra Mojima arc, and then the festival arc, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to get to Fairy Tail in a little bit, so keep an eye out for my next video, which I'm going to make in a few minutes, because I got time to make me like what, 1 or 2 more videos after this. But yeah, that's basically my thoughts of this whole chapter with Obito and Toby and all that. And I mean, like, and what's going through Kakashi's head? Because I mean, like, he must be like just in total shock right now. I mean, this guy must, like, this is basically like a slap in the face of Kakashi as well, because Kakashi would always be running late just to visit his friend's grave. Every time he would meet his students or whatever, he always be late because he's at his friend's grave. So it's like, you know, what the fuck? And it's like, what's Kakashi gonna do now? He's like, you know, that's basically it. You know how I always say now, you know, he backs all the bullshit, he gets good stuff. Well, this is a lot of bullshit. This is a lot of bullshit, you know. So I don't know, sure how much bullshit people can handle, but hopefully that'll be an explanation of what's gonna happen. I'm gonna see you guys later. Comment, rate, subscribe. Tell me what you guys thought. And I know all y'all gonna be like, I told you so, fuck you, you know. Look, I had my doubts too, but I kind of had my thoughts about it too. I kind of like, maybe he is him, maybe he's not. I would flip-flop about how I felt about it. And turns out, the sad part of me that believed that Toby was right. I'll see you guys later. Peace, sayonara, and I'm out. Bye.